There is so much history right in your own city, in your backyard. I swear, it's crazy. So today on Beyond the Farm Hidden SoCal Adventures, we're going to be checking out the old abandoned George Air Force Base. It's right here in Victorville, California, and we're going to see what's become of it.
The base was actually opened in 1941 as the Victorville Army Airfield and was later renamed George Air Force Base after a general of the same name was killed in an aircraft incident during World War II. The base was actually closed down shortly after World War II in 1945, but later reopened in 1950 as the Korean War broke out. It then shut down for a final time in 1993 after it was put on the blacklist, and has sat ever since, with the houses, clinic, and other buildings just rotting and accumulating graffiti and damage. Let's take a look at one of those houses first.
Alrighty, well, we're here at one of the first houses I could find that's kind of off the beaten path. There's definitely a lot of graffiti, and they're pretty broken down, as you can tell, but let's go inside and take a look. Holy cow. These places were definitely like cookie cutter Air Force houses that were definitely built incredibly fast. And as you can tell, they are in really bad shape. Walls are taken down, even the ceilings in some of these places. Holy cow. I don't think I've seen a single pane of glass that is intact, but you can tell some of these houses are even gone. Like right next door, there's just one like concrete slab. So, wow. These are duplexes, and more than likely probably like senior to mid-level enlisted houses. Something to that effect is the best that I can tell. But most of these houses over here on the east side of base are like this and just completely torn up. This house appears to be one of the nicer homes here, for what it was at least. It's probably more of like a young officer's house. It has 2 bedrooms. It still looks like a duplex. We just explored this one side, so we'll go take a look at the other and see what it looks like. Holy cow. Very similar. Was that another side? Really? Go at these doors. Oh wow, there may be like a 4-plex. Interesting. A lot of these even have courtyards and stuff. So these are definitely not in great shape. Seen a lot better days, but they're just still sitting here. Nothing is being done to them, and just chilling. So we'll go take a look at the rest of the base, see what we can find.
During the years the base was open, a ton of aircraft were stationed here over the years, including the F-4, 51, 100, 102, 104, 105, and 106, and this was a major training base for advanced fighter flying training and navigator training. Like a lot of older military bases, George had a full medical clinic, hospital, and even an operating room on base for quick access.
Our next stop here at George is the old medical building. Holy cow, this place is pretty incredible. So we're gonna go inside and take a look and see what we can find. Holy cow, there's a second level down there. I'll be honest, this place freaks me out just a little bit. Holy cow. Wow. They even have elevators. Well, not anymore. This is nuts. There is also a downstairs. I am not going down there though. And have a little Well, this place is super interesting, and maybe I'll come back someday and explore a little bit more, but to be honest, to be honest, this place kind of freaks me out a little bit. Go check out the other side first, and then we're gonna head to our next stop here on our tour of George. And real quick, I saw this and wanted to stop and check this out because this is the medical building we were just at right now, and right across, it looks like the old golf car, so let's go take a look. Definitely a car on the street, but that's okay. Wow. So this is definitely the golf course. Looks like a pretty standard Air Force golf course. It's got your food snack bar. Looks like your locker rooms over here to change and whatnot. And this area that we're in right now is like the viewing area for the golf course. So you could sit here and looks like it might have had large windows or something that open and close, and you can watch the course. Definitely doesn't look like a golf course anymore, but it definitely has me wondering though. I mean, it's been sitting for like, what, since '92? So that's what, 31 years now? And they've literally just left these buildings here. Like, what are they planning to do with it? Like, if they don't want people here, why don't they just tear it down? I don't know. I'm a little confused by that, but I do know that there was asbestos issues. That's why I'm not like going through stuff too in depth, because I don't want to get asbestos poisoning. But it's also a Superfund site. It was designated that a few years back because of all of the jet fuel contaminants and everything else in the ground and groundwater, which actually caused about 300 cases of cancer in women and children. None of it's been proven exactly yet, and the VA may or may not cover it if you claim it, but they found it on Facebook with a bunch of spouses that used to be stationed here. So that's probably why. They're literally spending billions of dollars to clean it up. So maybe soon. I don't know. The city owns it through the airport authority here for Southern California logistics. So we'll see. On with the tour.
Since the base had been closed and just sitting, many movie and TV shows have been filmed here, including Jarhead, episodes of Mythbusters, and even episodes of Roadkill. It is also routinely used for massive airsoft games and for urban combat training, considering the amounts of buildings, streets, and multiple types of homes.
So it even has what looks like maybe the old base lodging. I don't know. As you can tell, it's like 2 stories. No, that wouldn't be lodging, but it has stairs to go up and looks like maybe like 4 or 5 places to a building. So we'll go ahead and step in here and take a look. Well, it looks like these have all their bedrooms upstairs, and I'm definitely not going up there, but I'm hearing some noises, so it just freaks me out. I'm gonna head out. And that's mainly because the problem with this now is that, as you can tell, it's a huge area for homelessness, drug use, any sort of criminal activity. I mean, you name it, there's thousands and thousands upon rooms that they can use for any of that here. So something needs to be done.
One of the reasons this place is still sitting here abandoned is because of the extensive pollution of the soil and groundwater. In 2015, the Air Force found PFAS chemicals in the groundwater, and in addition, the soil was found to contain petroleum, construction debris, medical waste, and pesticides. In recent years, up to 300 women have come forward to publicize potential medical problems caused by the base when they were there. The problem is so bad that before the base officially closed in 1990, the EPA declared the site a Superfund site.
So I was wrong earlier. Those were definitely not base lodging, because I definitely found base lodging, including the office, as you can see here that I'm walking next to, because this definitely looks like Air Force hotel rooms. So I am not going in this building though, because this looks shady as anything, and it looks like they removed the stairwells. So I don't know if you guys are going to be able to see or not, but there's this building over here called the West Wind Sports Center. Yeah, that's definitely from George. They used to call their stuff like lodging the West Wind Inn, West Wind everything. So, you know, because it's windy here and it's in the west. So let's take a look at one more structure here that's super cool. I don't think we can get inside, but that's all right.
This is the base movie theater here at George. It was commonly used to not only show feature films to the local Air Force personnel on base, but also for events and all calls where commanders could address the entire base in large groups at a time. But you can tell it's obviously not in good condition.
that pretty much sums it up. Lots of abandoned stuff here, lots of graffiti, lots of trash. I'm sure there's a number of drug-induced homelessness here that they try and keep out, but it's just a disaster, and the contamination in the ground is terrible. It's just a really sad sight because this has a lot of history in it from World War II and the Korean War and into the 80s. So it's unfortunate that it's really come to this, but it's a cool site. Hopefully the city continues to develop it, the DoD continues to clean it up, and we can finally turn this into something useful. Thanks guys for joining us. We'll catch you next time.